Welcome to the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Friday, October 16th. This is Gina McGuire. We are not expecting any significant impacts to fire potential across the Great Basin, despite the very warm and dry conditions recently. Showers and thunderstorms today will occur across the southern portion of the Great Basin and will spread north to all areas through the weekend, which will decrease fire potential across the area even further. Over the last 24 hours, we've seen thunderstorms over far southern and southwest Nevada near the California and Arizona borders. However, only very light amounts of precipitation have been reported into the Great Basin, with the heavier amounts remaining in California. Looking at the past 7 days, very little activity for showers has occurred across the Great Basin. However, over the last 2 to 4 weeks, we've had significant amounts of precipitation in most areas, and in some areas of Idaho and Nevada, this total over the last 30 days has been just above normal. What this has done to the fuel conditions with the recent dry weather we have seen ERCs increase across the area, however still remain below the 80th percentile. If we look at some areas of Idaho into northeast Utah, we see that these areas are seeing ERCs that are well above normal for this time of year and are mirroring what we would normally see into late August or early September. However, again, relative, they are still well below the 80th percentile. Looking at the water vapor satellite loop from this morning, we have an area of low pressure over southern California, and this will continue swinging east and northeastward across the Great Basin. Plenty of showers and thunderstorms are occurring this morning out ahead of this low over far southern and southwest Nevada near the California border, and this precipitation will spread northeast across all areas of the Great Basin as we move through the weekend. Also, temperatures will be decreasing more significantly later this weekend, along with increasing relative humidity. Looking at fire potential across the Great Basin today, generally low to moderate fire potential is expected, with still some dry areas over parts of Idaho, northeast Utah, and western Nevada, where ERCs have been climbing due to the recent very warm temperatures and dry conditions. Today, temperatures will still remain above normal and reach the low 80s in many of the valleys across the Great Basin, and into the 70s into the higher elevations. Showers and thunderstorms will be increasing and spreading a little bit further north than what we saw yesterday over much of southern Utah and Nevada and into parts of western and central Nevada, which will likely see at least some isolated or widely scattered thunderstorms as well. However, these thunderstorms will be producing some rainfall along with higher humidity. As we move into Saturday and this area of low pressure starts to move northeast, we're seeing that moisture spread across all areas of the Great Basin with decreasing fire potential across Nevada and Utah as showers increase through Saturday. Temperatures will also start decreasing more significantly, with most valley locations only reaching the low to mid 70s on Saturday, and mountain areas only reaching highs in the 50s and 60s. Also, again, those showers and thunderstorms spread further north and will eventually move its way into southern Idaho on Saturday. Looking into Sunday, low pressure again slowly moves across the Great Basin with that moisture overspreading all areas with decreasing fire potential, and now we'll see wetting rains and showers and thunderstorms in all areas, including the central Idaho mountains. Temperatures will also continue to decrease, with most valley locations reaching only the mid to upper 60s. As we move through the early part of next week, we still see a trough over the western U.S., and this will keep temperatures cool along with moisture in place across the Great Basin with low fire potential. As we move through Tuesday and Wednesday, this area of low pressure starts to move further south and east, and this will bring drier air into parts of western Idaho and Nevada, with still showers and thunderstorms continuing over the southern and eastern portions of the Great Basin. Looking towards Wednesday and Thursday, this low pressure becomes closed off over the southwest and will slowly move eastward, again still keeping those showers and thunderstorms over southern and eastern areas, with drier conditions over Nevada and Idaho. However, despite drier conditions along with gradually warming temperatures next week, with the moisture that will move across the Great Basin over the next couple of days, we'll still see low fire potential in all areas. And we may see another area of low pressure approach the northern portion of the Great Basin later next week, bringing a return of showers and thunderstorms. Now looking at the forecast amounts of precipitation for today and Saturday, we'll see the most heavy amounts of precipitation over the southern half of the Great Basin, where many areas will see above 3/4 or an inch of total precipitation over the next 48 hours. On Sunday, as this precipitation spreads north and east, we'll see many amounts over a ½ inch or even over an inch of total precipitation over parts of northern Nevada, Idaho, into northern Utah on Sunday. Looking at the total over the next 7 days, we see significant amounts of precipitation in most areas across the Great Basin, with the exception of parts of the Sierra into far western and northwest Nevada, which will still see wetting rains, but may not see the heavier amounts that we'll see in areas further east. If If we look at the outlook over the next couple of weeks into the last part of October, we see we are still expecting above normal temperatures and above normal precipitation, especially over the eastern half of the Great Basin. That concludes the briefing for today. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Thank you for listening.